Hello everyone, it's been a while, new video. I want to commentate two games I played in the first round of the Hive World Championship qualifier. It's the open tournament everyone can play. We have 80 players this year. The top 24 will go to the World Championship in July. We played on hivegame.com, but before then I wanted to give a couple of announcements. Especially if you're in Europe, is particularly interesting in the next couple of months. Well, the first one is probably I'm already spamming everywhere. We're having the European Hive convention again after last year. It was really fun. It's going to be in June in Budapest, 21st, 22nd of June. You can see here the countdown. And Saturday is going to be a whole day tournament, and Sunday is going to be a convention. Here this is the schedule. So we'll have 5 rounds, double, like 2 games per round. And Sunday morning we have seminars, workshop, chill, play, so it should be quite fun. So if you don't have any plan, come to Budapest. And if you're in the UK, there's actually a lot stuff going on. So the UK Game Expo, the biggest convention board games in the UK, comes back, and we have the finals of the UK Hive Cup on the 1st of June. So again, an open tournament. We have 42 places. We have sold 8 tickets so far. Nice. And new thing. The day before, on Saturday, we're gonna have a Hive simultaneous event. So I'm gonna play at the same time. I don't know if you've ever seen that in chess, it's pretty common, with 16 people at the same time. Well, up to 16 people. Let's see. We have sold 2 tickets so far. I hope I don't embarrass myself too much, but yeah, it should be quite fun. And even before then, a week before then, I don't know why there's my picture here, but at the Norwich Game Festival, we have another Hive tournament. So if you're in the Norwich area, come around. And the day after, I'm giving a talk about abstract games in general. There's always Hive, but it's not like the main focus. It's about abstract games in general. So this is Wednesday, 28th of May. Anyway, let's go to the actual games I played. Round 1 was against JR87, which then I found out actually he is from the UK. So hopefully I'm meeting soon. So we play 2 games per round. Let's go straight into the game. So actually I will go to the analysis straight away. So I play white here. Okay, let's put the ladybug big in the center. So we have ladybug, hopper. My opponent decided to open with a hopper, which is a bit slightly unusual, but I played sometimes in that way as well. And what actually am I playing? Sorry, I'm playing black. I'm playing black here. That's why I was confused. Because I played this way. I was saying, yeah, this is something a setup I play sometimes. Because I was playing it. It's not so common to play this anymore. It's more common now to play an ant here, if you want to play a buffer setup. But since the mosquito is here, playing a queen first doesn't. It's not a big problem because white cannot disrupt the buffer formation. I mean, I could potentially play here if you want to break the pocket. Maybe it's something actually that should be explored more. What my opponent played instead was a beetle. Having a double beetle is not so efficient against the buffer, I think, because the queen is slightly further from the center. So it's more common to play typical diamond here, but not a mistake. I think just a matter of taste. slightly less efficient. I'll go on with, oh sorry, let me, hey, bigger. Let me, yeah, place an ant. The important thing is that I can defend against this inner hive game, but I have a beetle here or a mosquito. Of course, with a double, with a double beetle here on top, now I have only one to defend, right? Because once I cover one, the other one gets pinned. But I think it's still a very slow plan, so I don't have to worry about that. I have an ant out, the pill bug here to defend, and I'll probably place another ant now. So I don't have to worry too much about it. So what happened is that my opponent played place an ant. I placed the pill bug finally to create the pocket. Now I have this double pocket formation, which is quite common nowadays. More ants. I decide to pin the ants next to the queen. It's a typical compound attack. Although other options like this one would be possible to keep the pocket more safe in this formation. Or this one, for example, or maybe this one even to keep the mosquito inside. Although using beetle power, it could just jump on this, and then once white plays a new piece in here, then the ant will be free. So I decide to just pin the ant straight to the queen, which is rarely a bad option, I will say. Now white goes for this pill bug attack. It's not yeah, it was a bit unexpected, but it's a little bit tricky as well, because white is threatening to cover the beetle, right? And once it covers the beetle, my mosquito cannot cover the mosquito back. Even if he could, it wouldn't be great, because it will basically block two of my pieces at the bottom and on the second floor. What I mean is, after something like this, the mosquito cannot copy the mosquito power, right? So even if it could, I would have a beetle and a mosquito basically stuck there. So not great. So what can I do? Either I have to pin the mosquito somehow, but I don't really have, well, I would have this option, but then the beetle can advance, and the mosquito still has pillbug power. So the white mosquito could come out with something like this, maybe. Not maybe immediately, but it would take the pillbug far from the defense of the queen. So I decided to go for this, which was of course expected from white, but the idea is that now white can advance with the beetle. I can still defend using placing another beetle here, for example, but white can easily pin. It's probably still okay for me, in the sense that I have a lot of defensive pieces around, so it's pretty okay for me. But I also don't have any beetle really available. I will have to place some piece here in order to release the pin. So like I can move release the cover actually, because now I would be able to move the beetle again without leaving the mosquito free to move. The problem is that even if I go back here, the mosquito still has the pillbug power, which is pretty annoying. Because it could find another way to come out somehow, or move my ant in a position I don't like. So anyway, it's a bit annoying. What I played here is I'll pin the ant here. I'll place the ant here anyway, because eventually I have to do it. So even though it will be a bit annoying, I will have to find a way to do it, because I can't leave this beetle here forever. One idea I had was to get into a sort of get the mosquito into a bidirectional pin, but still the mosquito will be able to move the pillbug somewhere. So I cannot do it straight away. That doesn't seem very convenient. Or yeah, I think white will be able to, yeah, this seems okay, even though black could go back here, but I don't like my position too much, although this pillback could be interesting. But whenever I create a ring here, the white ant can get away, and a lot of my pieces are actually pinned. So what I played here is instead just pinning the ant. As I said, raising the cover is a bit annoying for now, so it doesn't matter. One important thing is that here I break the pocket, and I also keep this ladybug in for now in a sort of the bidirectional pin. So I basically pin two pieces for one at the moment. So so far so good. White goes for pinning the ant, although this is it's not super efficient, because my ant is already pinning the white ant here. So my ant here basically doesn't want to go anywhere, right? What else could have white played? Well, I could consider this, maybe to create another spawn point here, and to finally cover the black queen and qualify for the win. Sooner or later has to happen. Or maybe it's time for another beetle, although there's not really good place for the beetle, for beetle placement. So yeah, probably this one would have been good. Or maybe just defensive pillback here. Or even matter, I guess, a grasshopper here with the idea of filling this space and freeing both the ladybug and the ant at the same time. Yeah, I think this would have worked better. After this, black probably has to rearrange the pin, and yeah, eventually has to advance with the beetle, I guess. But white is still in a, yeah, white is a pretty good position. I'll probably play something like this. But what happened in the game, actually, let's go back. White, yeah, went for this, which, as I said, probably slightly inaccurate. Now white should probably go back and pin the other ant, which they didn't. They played the pillback, probably to avoid me choking the queen. So if white plays another move, then black could attack here, and now there are no good spawn points where to place the pillback. But it wasn't that big of a threat, because white has many ways to defend, and black doesn't have many pieces in play as well. So tempo is not the problem. Like, white is not gonna lose any soon. But yeah, as I said, probably the best move here was actually to switch the pin, because this black hand here is not going anywhere. I could have played something like this that maybe could have been a bit more problematic. But well, first of all, white could even switch back and then have a pin 2-for-1, and I don't have any really beetle available. After this, it seems could be a problem, but white will create another spawn point here, and then once the pillbug gets in the game through here, it could slowly get back close to the queen. So I think white will still be okay. Let's go back to the game. So white played the pillbug there. So yeah, I decided to go for the spider just to try to anchor my spider here and then attack with the beetle later on, although it's not going to happen very soon, as long as white has this with this ant available. The white spider plays here. I'm not sure what's I think after this attack they plan to move the queen out. Yes, the problem is that so sometimes, as usually people say in chess, the famous quote is the threat is worse than the execution. So at this point, black is threatening to actually win. So white decides to go for an extreme measure, but it doesn't really have to do that. Because after the black attacks here, the pill bug is still a good defender. It's not really threatening to win any soon. And as I said, as long as white has an ant here to defend against the beetle, once white stops the second beetle to come on top of the hive, there's not much more to do for black, at least not in the short term. So this one was actually a little bit too much. If white wants to defend against the spider attack, there could be this move, although black will pin the spider in a pin the hopper in a true pin, which is not probably the best. Again, probably just keep going with the beetle, and after this, well, white could have a direct drop here, or he can just place another beetle here. And again, as I said, if black tries to do this, well, it just pins. So black should prepare this probably by pinning the ant, and then doing later on. But if it does it, then the pillbug can move the spider away. And now white has two beetles on top of the hive. I'm not convinced is that very good for black, but let's see. Maybe I'm counting tempos wrong. So after this, actually, that's pretty okay. Well, white has this trick that actually probably saves him, because now after this ring, the ladybug could be free, and after this, still not clear. Still not clear because no, okay, now white would win. So yeah, it's a bit complicated actually. It's not that easy as I thought, because white attack is not very fast, and probably there are some improvements for black. But yeah, it's always more complicated than it seems. So my position was not too bad after all. Let's see. Oops. What? Oh, sorry. What happened? I'm not sure. So let's see. Let's see how the game goes. After this move, the problem is that there are too many pieces pinned, just for like saving the white queen. I mean, as we saw, maybe black had some chances, so maybe it wasn't such a bad idea, but in the short term, white has to fight to free these pieces. Okay, but now I go for this. I'll pin the last free ant, and now white has to find a way to free some other ants. Finally, the beetle goes here, but it's a bit too late probably. I place another the ladybug here with the two ideas. First, is to create a anti-spawn setup so that if white covers the black queen, then there is no direct drop. And second, the ladybug could jump over here at some point and create a ring that could be useful to free some other pieces, like the grasshopper here, or the pillbug, or the queen if I'm in danger. So yeah, there are a couple of interesting ideas. After this, I switch to pinning the. Oops, a bit. I need a bit smaller. Oh, okay. Switch to pin the beetle, because as I showed before, the beetles up the hive could be a bit dangerous. I don't want to create the ring yet, simply because I don't want the direct drop to happen, but later on this ladybug could be useful. This spider here is threatening to replace the pin on the white ant one. white also goes for a, well, it doesn't go for pin replacement. He basically tries to deny my pin replacement. So if I do this, then it will just pin the ant and it's not gonna do much for me. So I decide to take advantage of the fact that the spider blocks the white ant, the only white ant available, and so it's the right time to place the beetle. You have to find this right moments when all the ants are shut down, even though temporarily. Then you can place your beetle, or at least it's usually a good time to place the beetle. Once the beetle is on top of the hive, it's fine. Now my beetle slowly goes there. I'm putting my spider here just because I don't want it to be pinned next to my pill bag. I think the spider here is at least trying to encircle, like kind of surround the white queen here, because I don't want it to get out eventually. There are actually some tricks to get him out. For example, this ring actually, which is what white played. Interesting, because yeah, the white ant 1 is threatening to escape from here. At the same time, white is also threatening to move the spider 1 and the white ant 2 and actually free on the other side. And it's a very good ring for white because I don't have any bug in the ring that can actually escape. My spider is in a bidirectional pin and the black ant 2 is blocked. So what I did instead is to deny the white ant 1 to get out through this gate, but I couldn't. I would not be able to stop something like this, and now the white ant 2 is free. But my opponent didn't play that, so I think this was actually a big mistake. After this move, it would have been like white would have been definitely some chances. But after this move, actually moving the pill bug out, yeah, it's not such a big deal. Now I move the spider out with the idea that if white creates the ring again, now my ant 2 can get out actually. So the ring wouldn't be so good for white anymore. And now, see, white doesn't have many actually pieces, 3 pieces. It has 2 grasshopper here, but I have many defensive pieces around my queen, so I'm fine. The pill bug is trying to chase the ant, but actually it doesn't really matter where the pill bug move my ant. My ant will still be free. The only problem is that if the pill bug moves here and blocks my ant, but I think it's okay because if white wants the pill bug to be active somehow and to attack my queen or to do something else, it has to free the ant at some point. So I think it's a good exchange. Yeah, white warps my ant away, but now I can start to maneuver my grasshopper and my other pieces. Now I'm freeing the black mosquito. Oh, here it creates another ring, which could be dangerous, but I can break the ring in a way that is quite okay, favorable for me. This grasshopper here is trying to get in here and free. You see, this C shape was good for white because once he gets in here, it will free 2 pieces at the cost of 1. But I can stop it, and this spider is in the bidirectional pin now, so I don't think this spider and ant and the grasshopper will actually get out any soon. Now it's a bit long game because I have to maneuver all my pieces, but basically white doesn't have much anymore. White can try to get more pieces in, but my grasshoppers can get out easily. Now I'm trying to basically replace a pin, yes, on the hopper so that my ant is free. this is an interesting maneuver actually. The white hopper is freeing the black hand, which is, oh sorry, the white hand, which is probably the only way for white to try to defend. But I can stop it before the white hand comes out, creating this gate. The white is still free, but wherever it goes, it will create a huge ring, and I can break it like in a good way for me using the hopper number 3 or the ant number 3. Now I also move around with the hopper myself, and now I slowly get the pieces. White tries to free the beetle, but it's a bit too late now. Now pretty much all the pieces are, now basically all the pieces are pinned, shut out, so I can just slowly get the beetle there. And it's a bit long maneuver, but it was just to be safe. Okay, so that was the first game. Maybe it's enough actually. Maybe I'll do another video for the second game. It was quite interesting. My opponent started playing not long ago, I think. So this tells a lot about the level of the tournament. And I'll show you the other game and the round 2 in other videos, and you'll see the level will go even higher. Well, hopefully, if I keep winning. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the analysis. I hope to see you in person to one of the events I mentioned at the beginning, and see you for the next video soon. Ciao.